still don't get it, do you? He'll find her. That's what he does! That's all he does! You can't stop him! He'll wait for you, reach down her throat, and pull her fucking heart out!
Straighter! Yep. Not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
For the longest time, all you would ever hear is people saying, this person didn't call out Bud. This person didn't call out Bud. This person didn't call out Bud. That was always the reason and the excuse for Bud to not fight somebody, is because someone didn't call them out. Well, I waited. I watched people's videos. I read articles. Nobody came back and hit this the way I'm going to. Sean Porter called out Terrence Bud Crawford and called him a duck. These is the guys that's supposed to be friends. My buddies. Sean Porter said on his podcast, he said verbatim, he's ducking me. They only offered me 1 million. Khan got 5, actually 7, and I'll show you in a minute. Sean Porter says, I'm not taking $1 million. I've done the best I could in sending a message to Bob Arum. And I also know people that know Bob. I've told them, tell Mr. Arum, I don't mean any disrespect. And I know he doesn't. If you're going to lowball me, don't do it.
And Marissa, don't do it.
If you feel that's how you get out of fighting me, that's weak.
You weak, pathetic fool.
Don't do it. However, if you want to make the fight, don't lowball me. It's clear they're scared of me. He's ducking me. Khan got 5 million on their fight. Again, actually 7. In an interview before the Terrence Crawford fight, Amir Khan gave the following statement. I'm set to earn 5 million pounds, which is $6.94 million. Compared to the 8 million pounds I could have picked up to fight Kell Brook, but it makes you a bigger name fighting in the United States. Well, there goes the UK is the biggest draw and all this other nonsense. There goes that out the window. But anyways, I got a lot more fans by fighting in the US. The whole world watches fights in the US. American TV is seen in a lot of countries all over the world, and when I'm in different countries, people come up to me because they have seen me fighting. This fight against Crawford might be a bit less money from the fight versus Brook, but I'm doing it for my legacy and the chance to become world champion again, said Amir Khan. Well, if it's for legacy, then shouldn't Bud be trying to fight EJ? Whole other story, but whatever. Let's get back to it. I'm worth more than $1 million. F $1 million. I'm going to keep it as clean as possible, but I'm not fighting Terrence Crawford for $1 million. That is what Sean Porter said. I have yet to see anybody go at Terrence Bud Crawford about this. I've saw videos, I've saw interviews, but it's always talking about, well, what happened in the past. In the past, they both said they was friends. Or in the past, they both said it. Sean said it too, in the past. Or in the past, he had a belt. Now he don't have a belt. Now he's desperate. He's desperate. That's the excuse now. The excuse is desperate. Someone's desperate. They're desperate to fight you. So that's an excuse to not fight them. Bro. Now, if Terrence Bud Crawford was fighting the likes of Danny Garcia, Ugas, Keith Thurman, then this, what Sean Porter's blatant call out, blatantly saying that he is ducking me. He's ducking. He's scared of me. That is what Sean Porter said. That them saying that now wouldn't have as much weight if Bud already fought Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Ugas, someone of that nature. It would, even Virgil Ortiz or Boots. If he fought one of them, these words wouldn't hold no weight. They wouldn't hold any weight to me at all. And I'd be just like everybody else, living in the past. Sean said it too. But Sean said it too. But they're both friends. They both said it. But Sean said it. They both said it. Okay, well now Sean is saying he's ducking me. That's what he's saying right now. So if before it was, but Sean said it too, then what is Bud saying right now? You know what he's saying? Stand back and stand by. That's what he's saying. So by Sean Porter saying he's ducking me, he's scared of me, he wants to lowball me to avoid the fight. Now, by Sean saying that now, everybody's like, oh, well, just go ahead and wait. Go ahead and wait. We got bigger fish to fry. Oh, just fight Errol, though. Wow, Errol, how about Errol just fight him? Listen, we want the best to fight the best. Ain't that your name, BFTB? It's the best to fight the best. How about Errol? Just Errol. See, you just moved the goalposts. You moved the goalposts from, but Sean said it too. So that's the reason why you're not going to fight Sean, because Sean said it too. Even though at the time he had a WBC belt, but Sean said it too. So now that Sean is saying he's ducking me, what is Bud saying? Why isn't Bud saying, ain't nobody ducking you? You duck me. Now, okay, you know what? Fight me right now. Fight me next. Why isn't Bud saying that? Why isn't Bud saying, what? Ain't nobody scared of you. You scared of me. You know what I'm saying? You're scared of me. Fight me next. Ain't nobody weak. You're weak. Why didn't you fight me when you had a WBC belt? He ain't saying any of that. This man is saying, stand back and stand by. That's what this man is saying. You're offering $1 million to Sean Porter. This is your biggest fight of your career. There is no fight bigger for Terrence Bud Crawford than Sean Porter. If it is not Errol Spence, Jerron Boots Ennis, Ugas, Danny Garcia, if it's not any of those names, then this name right here, this man is standing in front of you, looking you in your face, saying that you are scared of me. You are ducking me. There is no fight bigger than that one.
He ain't lying.
But yet, Terrence Bud Crawford, dick rotters, not the Bud fans. Not the Bud fans. The Bud fans are realistic. The Bud fans is like, hey, nah, Bud, listen, bro, I fuck with you. I think you beat all these guys. I think you beat every last one of them. I think you wash Errol. I think you stopped Sean Porter. You beat Danny Garcia. I think you destroy all these guys. But you got to fight them. That's a Bud fan. A Bud fan is like, bro, I think Bud beats all these dudes. I think none of these dudes is fucking with him. None of them. I think he beats them all. Fuck around and stop them all. But you got to fight them, Bud. You got to fight them, bro. This man is calling for you. Now go fight this man. Go beat this man's ass. Go prove me right. Show the world your greatness. Prove me right. That's a Bud fan. A Bud dick rider. Sean said it too. Sean said it too. But Sean, no, because now Sean's desperate now. He's desperate. Sean is desperate now. That's what it is. He's desperate. Funny that they weren't saying that Sean was desperate when he fought Keith Thurman, because Sean Porter was not a champion when he fought Keith Thurman. But nobody was saying that Sean Porter's desperate. Sean Porter wasn't a champion when he fought Danny Garcia. But funny how nobody is saying, oh man, Sean Porter's desperate. He's desperate. Ironic that now that he wants to fight Bud, he's desperate. Now. But when he fought Keith Thurman, when he fought Danny Garcia, he wasn't, no one was saying he's desperate. Nobody was saying none of that shit. Now they're thinking, oh, well, every time Sean Porter steps up, he loses. Every time he fights somebody, he loses. All his best competition, he loses. Okay, so what's Bud waiting on? What is he waiting on? If every time Sean Porter steps up, he loses, then what is Bud waiting on? Fight this man. Add to his fucking collection of losses. But the Bud dick riders are out here, oh, well, you know, we could just what about Errol? It was just Errol. It's Errol. And Bud is out here saying, don't talk to me about Errol. I don't want to hear about that fight no more. I don't need him. Don't talk to me about him. I can retire today. If I retire right now, I'll be in the Hall of Fame. Will you? I don't need him. That's what Bud is saying. But the Bud dick riders are like, oh, just fight Errol. Well, how about you just fight Sean? He's your mandatory. How about you just do that?
What do you know from funny, you bastard?
BFTB. Shout out to the LDBC. And I'm out.